And I wonder if you know what it means. Excuse me. Brothers. You know, you black men, you need to take a sigh of relief. See, because it doesn't matter what they do. All that matters is what the Most High does. You know, that's all that matters, man. See, men always think that they're doing something. But the Bible says that the Bible says that the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. This is why you black men need to laugh at this situation, even though it's not serious, but it is laughable, it is comical, you know. And for some it's not. I understand. For some it might not be comical because you've been done a great disservice in life. You know, you were forced to grow up in a single mother environment where everything you did was challenged, chastised, and the very things that made you a man were beaten out of you. You don't even know how to celebrate. You don't even know when you've got a victory and when you lose it. See, because that was the purpose of having fathers around. And that was the purpose of them using welfare to take men out of the homes. See, they knew that women always make emotional decisions. You know, when you study them, you know, they seem to be attracted to shiny objects. You know, shiny object syndrome. You know, you just put a shiny object in front of their face and it's like you got their attention. And that was, you know, Kamala Harris represented that shiny object. She was that thing that all of them aspired to be. You know, the light-skinned, ambiguous black woman. You know, that can be a chameleon, that can move within any circle and lie. You know, you don't know what Kamala Harris is. You know, that's another thing that's detrimental to the black community, because, you know, in black men, you know, with the whole interracial dating thing, that shit is gonna negatively impact your race, man. You know, I understand why a lot of men do it, but it's definitely gonna negatively impact your race, because, I mean, how many of you have actually been around any of these quote unquote mixed race individuals, man? You know, they're always, you know, they live in a land of confusion. They can't, just imagine a Kamala Harris trying to say she's black. Any black woman could walk up to her and be like, bitch, you ain't black. You ain't black. You know, just like that. So she's confused. If she goes over to the Desi community, the Indian community, and she tries to pose as one of them, they're gonna be like, well, you ain't one of us either. You know, so she's in a state of confusion. And when you're in a state of confusion, you tend to gravitate towards the group that's willing to embrace you the most. And ain't nobody embracing no damn Kamala Harris. I mean, even though BAWs are willing to embrace her, they don't have anything to back it up with. They have nothing to offer. I mean, when you go to a politician with your hands out instead of something in your hands to get things done, then you going about the whole political process in the wrong way. You know, you know, it's really funny to watch how black people are continuously disappointed in the political process, because they seem to think that it operates you can operate the system with nothing in hand. Countries go to war, countries fight to the death, blow each other up. And when they come back to the table, they got to have something to bargain with. That's the only thing that keeps countries from blowing each other up, is that they each have weapons. They each have weapons to, those are bargaining chips. Just the same thing in the hood. The person with the most guns calls the shots. If you got no guns, you got nothing to bargain with. The people are gonna be like, hey, you walk up to the dude with all the guns, and you need to quit shooting up the community. And what do you have to bargain with? How you gonna make me do that? You either gotta have a hell of a lot of money, in which you can buy some guns of your own and some weapons and a lot of people who can shoot them weapons, or you just get your ass shot. Like, the dude gonna be like, who you talking to? I got the guns. I call the shots. I decide. But this is how black people play politics, and this is how black people want you to play politics. They want to convince you to play politics with nothing in hand. But a brother, from my perspective, I gotta sit back and laugh. It's kind of cringeworthy watching black people. They living in fear. They're they seem to be confused as to what they should do. It's not that hard. It's just you gotta be bringing something to the table. You can't keep coming. That's like you keep coming to somebody's house with a spoon and a fork and a plate. You know what I mean? Like, damn, every day you come over here, you ain't never got no food. And not only that, but you damn demanding. You demanding as hell. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no you can't even bring a side dish or nothing. You can't bring no potato salad or something. You want to show up to the table talking a bunch of reckless stuff in somebody else's house, talk about what they need to give you. You got nothing coming. And I just say that to say this, black people need to put their damn money where their mouths are. You need to shut this. You see, you still do have a lot of power and a lot of influence. That black dollar is powerful, man. But we squander it. We squander it on bullshit. We are not willing to come together. And I'm glad them people are doing all the wickedness they doing, because that was meant to happen. That's for the Most High to decide. If it wasn't meant for it to happen, the Most High wouldn't allow it to. But you got to remember that our people were led out into the wilderness. They were led out into the wilderness out of Egypt. We were led into the wilderness, and very few people. We were left to wander in the wilderness, and very few people made it to the promised land. Very few of us, and we are going through the same thing, because the Most High said, "Come out of her, my people." We were told to come out of her, and it's not that hard. Even if you don't understand, even if you don't believe this is what you're supposed to do if you want to prosper. Come out of her, my people. Man. But you don't want to listen, because you think it's on some religious stuff. You think, oh, I don't have to listen to that. And this is why this is why a lot of black people end up in the same situations that they've always been in. Because no matter how many times they know they need to come out of her mentally, spiritually, come out of her. Come out of her. A separation is a coming together. This is what we need to understand. This is what we need to embrace. We got to come out of her mentally. Man, if you come out of her mentally, that's like when, It's like we live our entire lives just to get a bunch of shit. And I mean, what's the purpose of it? I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with having things, but you cannot be, this is not your place of rest. This is not your land. This is not your, I mean, understand that it might have been your land at one time, and this whole planet belongs to you. But this is not your kingdom. See, this place is based on a mentality. It's based on a mentality, and you play your role in it. You play your part in it. You know, we as so-called black people, we play a part in our own demise. It's like we want to be at the bottom. You see how black people just need to shut the hell up and start working together. Shut the hell up. Don't beg for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Black people need to slowly just withdraw. Just withdraw. Mentally, spiritually. I mean, you don't have to be mean to nobody. You don't have to be disrespectful to anybody. You don't have to yell at anybody. You just need to withdraw. You need to be amongst yourselves. And you just need to be quiet. Ain't no need to be, all loud and obnoxious. But these fake ass, phony ass entertainers, because they're there to tame the rebellion. Most of them are there to tame, entertain you. So they ain't say they there to tame the damn rebellious ones. But and they keep this wicked paradigm going. I mean, I was walking down the street the other day and I seen a black man with I was walking through this parking lot the other day and I seen like a bunch of flyers of some black man with 50 gold chains on, and and he just like he I guess he was, how they be having them flyers for them little, they be doing a show somewhere and then they be passing out all these flyers, these little postcard type flyers. And I'm like, damn, these Negroes never learn, man. They'll never learn. That's the lifestyle we need to come away from, man. Cause that only teaches black men to hate each other. That only teaches black men to envy each other. And then BAWs, these are the men they lift up. So you're not supposed to be doing it. Those are the men that she actually embraces and she holds up on the pedestal. Those men get pedestalized. But over here is pedestal oppression, man. We oppress pedestals. There are no pedestals for nobody. There are no high-valued man, high-value woman arguments. That shit doesn't mean anything if you trying to build a community. A high-value man and a high-value woman. It sounds like a bunch of damn peacocking and simpery to me. But I'm pretty sure there's some logic in there somewhere. But that's neither here nor there, right? Like I said, man, it's just very hard, man. But us as so-called black men, we need to look at this situation and we need to laugh because it's comical. This shit is funny, this life that black men, they want this life, and it's the same life that continues to get them killed, continues to get them murdered, has them jealous and envious of each other, has them looking down on each other. Damn, man. But those are the people that are part of the 2/3, man. And you gotta separate yourself. You're gonna see a lot of messed up things. You're gonna see a lot of 2/3 Negroes, experiencing a lot of pain, and you're gonna want to identify with that. You're gonna want to identify yourself with that. But that's not who you are. That's part of the Most High's plan. Those are cautionary tales. Those are lessons that us as so-called black men have to learn. We're on the outside watching as these things happen, man. And it's not a good thing. It's not it isn't something that you have to be aware of, because you got people who believe that if you allow people to get away with things like this, eventually they're going to think that it's okay to do that. And that's where you're going to have to put some foot in some behinds. But like I said, black men, it's time to withdraw. It's time to go within, man. There's a whole nother world that exists. There's a whole nother plane of existence that we're not even seeing, that we don't even understand. We're not even embracing it. The real life, the real world, the underground that brothers have been talking about. The world within, man. We have to go inside. We have to deal with this spiritual war. We have to deal with this spiritual war, this spiritual work. We have to go into the spirit realm. See, all of these things that are outside of us are our attempts to not to have to deal with ourselves, not to have to deal with that spirit. And we got to look inside. We got to find, there are things that make us feel a certain way. If every time when someone says something and you feel a certain way about it, you want to attack that person. But what you need to do is be asking yourself, why do you feel that way? Why do you feel that way? See, because you're dealing with yourself spiritually. And when you actually break it down, you're like, I don't know why I'm tripping over it. It doesn't even mean anything. Why am I even tripping over that? Why am I even upset? But we got to deal with ourselves on that level. We got to go within, man. So we can laugh. See, because there's nobody that can take that from you. No one can take what's inside from you. Man, it's unfortunate though, but we always reaching outside of ourselves, trying to distract ourselves from dealing with our own spirits, and the wickedness that is within us, and that is tantamount to us walking around the desert, with no direction. That's why commandments were given to us. We're given commandments because we were walking around the desert, aimlessly. Imagine if you were living one life your whole life, living one way your whole life, and then all of a sudden, you were out in the middle of the woods somewhere with your people. You just walking around aimlessly, wondering, why are we out here? We gave up this life. We gave up this wicked life. We gave up all the pleasures of this world for another world, But, how do we get there, man? How do we get there, man? And it takes time for that fire. It takes time for that fire to be kindled within us, man. It takes time, man. But once that fire is kindled within, you got to be careful. See, once you go within, you can start watching what's going on. You can just observe it. You just an observer of what's going on outside. You seeing the ways and actions of people. You seeing their reactions, how they see things, and that's how you learn other things. But it all starts with that. It all starts with that those commands. You know, sort of like being a brand new computer without an operating system. You're a brand new computer, you're walking around, but there's no operating system. You know, we running around, we chasing after money, we chasing after cars, we chasing after women, we chasing after all the wrong things, man. But all those things are already contained within you, man. It's right there. It's right there. Just close your eyes, man. Just close your eyes. And when you see the things that are going on around you, you could just laugh. You could just laugh. You could see how people are trying to control things that they have no actual control over. And when you come into your own power, then you men are gonna start doing amazing things, man. You know? But it's a journey, man. It's a journey. It's a journey, man. How long are you black men gonna run around the wilderness? How long are we gonna run around the wilderness? You know, chasing after things that are not even worthy of us, man. Not even worthy, man. These are things, man. You know, I really hope that the brothers are gonna go within, and the sisters, man, because there are certain things we gotta deal with, man. We gotta deal with this reality, man. We gotta deal with those internal issues, you know, so we could learn our power, then learn how to use it, man. Learn how to wield it, learn how to control it, man. You know, you see the stories, you see the accounts. I ain't gonna call them stories, I'm gonna call them accounts. You see the accounts, and you looking at these things, and you wonder how they could be true. And it's because we lost our power, man. We lost our sense of direction, our sense of who we actually are, man. This is why they keep you in state of fusion, because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know what's right beneath the surface, brothers, man. They don't know what you know right below your foot, man. Right below your feet, man. They don't want you to know, man. They don't want you to sexually connected to, man. If you just sit still, you just quiet your mind, you know. Man, meditate on the Most High. Get into the scriptures. You know, pray. Watch yourself. Watch yourself, man. You gotta watch yourself, man. You gotta watch your thoughts. You know, you gotta watch everything. You're like, damn, you know what? You know, I gotta be aware of where all of these things are coming from, man. Like, damn, I see what's going on. You know, but don't get distracted, brothers. Don't get distracted by the things of this world. This is why the Most High told you to separate. You know, we supposed to be separated. You know, set apart. You know, this is what the Most High is telling you, man. Be set apart. You know, that's my motto. But it goes, get set apart. Get set apart, man. Get set apart. You know, I sincerely hope that all you brothers are doing well. And just remember, they only think they're in control. You know, the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. On that note, I want to say peace. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you think. Get on the 5 steps and adopt the moral code.